I made over $2,000 in the past 2 weeks trading with Hola Prime, and in this video I'm going to show you one of the trades that I took and explain you why I took it, and then I'm gonna explain you why out of all the prop firms that I tried, I decided to trade using Hola Prime. I'm currently inside my Hola Prime account, and as you can see I have a $50,000 one-step Prime challenge, and currently my account balance is a bit over $52,000, and if I keep scrolling down you can also see how my equity curve has grown during the time. Now if I go at the bottom of the page, here you have a list of all the trades that I took. In a previous video I already explained why I took this gold trade, so if you missed it you can go check it out on my channel. In fact, this single trade have generated more than $1,200, and in this video I'm going to explain you this JBP USD trade that, as you can see, have generated a bit more than $420 in just below 4 hours. So I'm inside my match trader account with Hola Prime, and I decided to show you the trade here because what I really like about match trader is that they give you the opportunity to visualize the trading view charts. In fact, as you can see here, I turned on trading view. Now this trade was based on a really simple idea, and if you have seen my previous video you will know that I like simple trades. Like, I don't like to overcomplicate trading, I like to keep things simple, also because in my opinion there are already a lot of complicated things when it comes to trading, and so the simpler your analysis is, the easier it is for it to be correct. So as you can see, this is a 5-minute chart, so every single candle is 5 minutes, and my idea was that basically the price had already rejected this area 2 times, as you can see, and so I marked it as a possible resistance. Once the price got in this area again, I noticed that there was a kind of a accumulation phase. As you can see, there was not an immediate bounce, so the price didn't went down immediately like it did here in the past, but it started accumulating. So for me this was a sign that a possible breakout was about to happen, and so I decided to enter the trade. As you can see, unfortunately the price initially started going up and then it immediately reverted and started going down. At this point I still decided to stay in the trade because, as you can see here, we had a support area, and since the support was not broke, I thought that the price might have started going up again. I know another good idea would maybe have been to close the trade here and then maybe re-enter here, but personally I decided that I wanted to see how things were playing out, and so I decided to stay inside the trade. And as you can see, I was right, because shortly after, in just basically 2 candles, the price skyrocketed up. It actually broke the resistance level and started going up. Here, as you can see, there was another area where price got a rejection, and again I decided to stay in the trade because in my idea this could have been a break and retest. In fact, as you can see, price broke the resistance level, and then once it started going down it used this resistance as a support and started bouncing up again. At this point, once we got again at the resistance level, I decided to close the trade because personally I thought that maybe price would have started hanging out in this area, and I wasn't really sure if it will have started going back again and basically create a range between these 2 levels of if another breakout was possible. And so, to be more cautious, I decided to simply close the trade and bag the profit. And as we can see, looking back, it was actually the right decision, because then price started going down, it had a spike, but then it plummeted, and so if I didn't close here, this would have probably been a losing trade. And as you can see here, the trade was actually a winner. I traded with 3 lots and the total profit were $426. Now, as I told at the beginning of the video, besides showing you this trade and explain you why I decided to took it, I also would like to point out why out of all the prop firm that I tried, I decided to stick with Hola Prime, and this is actually the prop firm that I'm using on a daily basis. So there are mainly 3 reasons why I decided to pick Hola Prime. Reason number 1 is because Hola Prime is actually the most transparent prop firm in the entire market. In fact, if you go on this page and then start scrolling down, you can actually see this table where you can have a price comparison between the quotation that you have on Hola Prime and the quotation that you have on 3 others broker. And as you can see, in this case we are looking at AUD USD, the difference is always lower than 0.01%, and these things apply to also all the other pairs. In fact, let's say for example that we look at Euro USD, USD. As you can see, also in this case, the difference is lower than 0.01%. And to me, this is crucial because in case you don't know, when it comes to Forex, every single entity or every single brokers can have its own quotation. And this means that, especially when it comes to prop firm, some of them might manipulate the price so that a winning trades actually become a losing trades, or what you see on your chart is actually different from what is going on in the real market. And so the fact that Hola Prime show us that their quotation are comparable and basically the same of other trustworthy brokers, in my opinion, is a huge pro, because basically it gives me confidence in the fact that I can trade with Hola Prime knowing that the price that are going to see are the real price and there won't be any manipulation on the charts. The second reason why I use Hola Prime is because they have a guaranteed 1 hour payout. In fact, as you can see, thanks to this 10 points solid payout system, they are guaranteed to always process your payout in maximum 1 hour. And as you can see, some of these 10 points are, for example, the dedicated payouts account, the fact that they have robust policies, the caution fund. In fact, as you can see, they have a financial buffer of 30 to 40% to cover unexpected payouts demand. Not only that, they have risk monitoring, they apply compliance verification, they have daily reconciliation, maker checker system, strong PSP partnership, and most importantly, swift execution. And so, as I was telling you, thanks to this 10-step process, they always guarantee 1 hour payouts. The third reason why I use Hola Prime is because they are one of the few, if not the only prop firm on the entire market that give you the opportunity to book one-on-one session with the expert traders. And the best things about this is that these sessions are completely free. In fact, as you can see here, I even asked the support team so that I can show you the confirmation on video. And look at this, I asked them the question, are the one-on-one coaching session free? And as you can see, the answer was yes. The one-on-one coaching session at Hola Prime are completely free, and to book them is really simple. In fact, you just need to join the Hola Prime Discord server, and once you are inside, here on the left where there is the list of all the various channels, you need to scroll down until you find the challenge called Trading Coaches. And here, as you can see, currently there are 2 different coaches, Richard and Michael, that you can request a session completely for free. You're just gonna need to click on their Calendly link, book your slot, and you're gonna be able to talk with them and explain them what are your problems and see if they can help you become a better trader. Of course, beside these 3 reasons, I also pick Hola Prime because their challenges are actually pretty competitive. In fact, as you can see, currently when it comes to Forex, they offer 3 different type of challenges. They have the Pro Challenge, which is the most popular and start for as low as $48. With this specific challenge, you can enjoy leverage of up to 100x. News trading is not allowed during the funded stage, but it is allowed during the challenge phase. Same things when it comes to weekend holding. You can enjoy up to 95% rewards. You have a 100% challenge refund, and you don't have any time limits to complete the challenge phase. Then we have the Prime Challenge, which is the one that I personally use. With this specific challenge, you can enjoy leverage of up to 30x. News trading is allowed both during the challenge phase and also during the funded stage. Same things when it comes to weekend holding. You can get up to 95% rewards. You have a 100% challenge fee refunds, and you don't have no time limit to complete the challenge phase. And finally, they have the direct account, which is basically an instant funded account. With this specific account, you have a leverage of up to 30x. You can earn money since day one because you skip the challenge phase and you get immediately to the funded stage. You don't have any minimum trading days. You can enjoy rewards of up to 90%, and also in this case you don't have any time limit and also no profit target. This specific challenge is perfect for traders that are more experienced and wants to get immediately to the funded stage, but the price is gonna be higher compared to the other 2 challenges. Talking about prices, if you decide to purchase a challenge with Hola Prime, once you get at the checkout page, if you use the discount code STKTRD like you see right now on the screen, you are always going to receive a 10% discount on all the challenges, no matter the size of the purchase. So if you are serious about trying Hola Prime, I suggest use the discount code. For this video is everything. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and until next time, happy trades!